Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm August, and today I'm going to be filming part 4 of my Declutter series. We're going to be tackling foundations, concealers, powders, and primers. And let's go ahead and jump straight into the video. So I am going to attempt to hold my phone while I declutter, and we'll see how this goes. So let's start off with foundations. I have so many foundations. The main reason why I have so many foundations is because I used to do other people's makeup, but I don't do that anymore. So let's go ahead and get rid of some of these. Let's pull this one here. This is my Il Maquillage foundation in the shade 210. It's a little off, but I can make it work. And I did buy the LA Colors Pro foundation mixing pigment, and hopefully that'll help. I literally just got that, so I haven't tried it yet, but I got that specifically for my foundations that are like not my color. And next, I haven't even tried this yet. When it came in the mail, I just knew that this was not my color. This is the shade 180 in. I think I needed 170 because this looks a little too red for me. I don't know. I'm honestly unsure about this one because I haven't tried it yet, so I'm going to keep it. And next I have my Born This Way in the shade Chai. I love this, so I'm obviously going to keep that. Okay, let's pull out all of these Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This used to be like my #1 go-to when I would take clients. I feel like as far as client makeup, these are the only ones that I really kept, and I think these are the only ones that I'm going to keep. I'm going to keep all these. I don't think I'm going to put these like on my shelves and stuff because they're not for me, but a lot of family members of mine can use those, so I'm going to keep them. So if I do their makeup, I'll have a foundation. Next, I have this Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, and what shade is this? It's in the shade 377 Mocha. I'm not a fan of this. I cannot, the smell is just so bad. I'm gonna have to get rid of this one. Next, I have this VGC Glam foundation, and this was actually sent to me in PR. She matched me just off of my photos on my Instagram, and she matched me so perfect. And this foundation is actually really nice. Like the coverage is really there. So I'm definitely gonna keep that. Next, I have my Maybelline 24-Hour Foundation. I really don't know what happened with this, but I'm gonna have to declutter it because it's so old and I don't think it's any good. Next, I have my Ulta Beauty HD Soft Focus Foundation, and I'm gonna keep this. I think I tried it once and it's pretty good, and it's a pretty good match too, so definitely keeping that. Oh, and this is in the shade Deep Warm. Another Ulta Beauty foundation that I have is the Demi Matte, and this is in the shade Warm Deep. I don't know what's the difference between Deep Warm and Warm Deep, but this is a Demi Matte foundation, and I told myself I was going to try this out for the summer, and that hasn't came yet, so I haven't even tried that, so I'm going to keep it. And of course, I'm keeping my Anastasia Luminous foundation. I love that. Next, I have my e.l.f. foundation in the shade Latte. This is not my shade, but it mixes well with other foundations that don't match me, like my Il Maquillage. These two mix pretty well together, so I'm definitely going to keep that for mixing purposes. It's not too far off from my skin color, but it's just a little too light, but it's good for mixing, so I'm going to keep it. And next, I have my Fenty Beauty 420 foundation. I love this. This is like my 3rd one, and I'm like halfway through this one, and BoxyCharm sent me another one last month, so I'm definitely going to keep this and finish that up. I think I want to start doing a project pan, so if I do, I will definitely put this in there. Comment down below and let me know if you guys would be interested in a project pan, because I think I want to do one. Next, I have my Maybelline Fit Me foundation stick in 355. I really love this one. I need to do like a really fast makeup look, so I'm gonna keep. And next, I have this Smith & Colt foundation. I got this for like $3 on sale. It's in the shade 450 Cool. It is too dark for me, but that's another reason why I bought that LA Color pigment. Is that what it's called? Oh, LA Girl. So that's another reason why I bought this LA Girl pigment, because I feel like stuff like that I could just mix, you know, because I got this for $3 and I think the original price is like 40 something, so definitely got to keep that. Next, I have my Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. This has SPF 20 in it, and I really did like this for the summer because it's so light and it had SPF in it, but I think I might have let it sit too long. I'm gonna open it so I can like see how it smells and how it looks. Y'all, I'm doing this with one hand. Yeah, it looks a little crusty around the rim. I don't know. I would just go ahead and repurchase this because I really do like it for the summer, but I just let it sit so long and I don't think it's any good anymore. But this is the shade DN4. So I need to put this with my repurchase pile. Next, I have this Oasis Tinted Face Oil. I also got this in BoxyCharm and they gave me the shade, I don't know what shade this is. Girl, let me tell you, this is awful. Like, I don't even know why. I just need to, like, I don't know why they thought that this was a good idea, but this is awful. And it's definitely getting decluttered, like, no. And then next, I have these Born to Glow foundations. Now, I don't like to use these on its own. I always mix these, but I do like to use them on my little cousin. I do her makeup kind of often, so I'm going to keep those for her. And next I have this Revlon Photo Ready Candid Foundation in the shade 520. I just did not like this. I only used this maybe once or twice, and I just really did not like it, so I'm going to go ahead and declutter it. Y'all know I ain't getting rid of this, but I just need to see like everything all together. So I did bring out my Shop My Stash pile, which this is in there, so I could just see everything. So these are the foundations that I'm going to keep, and these are the foundations that I'm going to declutter. I guess I didn't do that good, but I guess, I don't know. So I didn't do that good with the foundations, but let's go ahead and jump into these concealers. Now this is an unorganized mess, but let's try to get through this. So first I have my two ColourPop concealers. These are in my Shop My Stash. I just like to see everything all at once, so I pull things out. So these two LA Girl concealers are really good, but these are so old, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of them. So next I have these two Juvia's Place concealers. I literally bought these when they launched concealers, so I'm pretty sure these are expired, and I'm going to declutter them. They were okay. They were not my favorite. And next I have this e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Deep Olive. I think I'm going to keep this one. I think I like this one, so I'm going to keep. And next I have this Fenty Beauty Concealer in the shade 420. This is literally all finished. I tried to take out the stopper so I can get the last bit, but that didn't work out for me. So I'm going to put this in my empties because it's done. It's no more. And back here I have the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue Concealer in the shade 22. I haven't used this enough. I need to pull this out, but I'm gonna keep it. Wow, this doesn't even belong in here. And next I have NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I bought this way too light for me, but I would mix it with other things. It's getting kind of old and it can honestly go, so I'm gonna declutter it. So this is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Deep Cinnamon. I don't remember this being a good match for me, so I'm going to declutter this as well. I have so many of the e.l.f. concealers, it's ridiculous. So this is the Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Deep Caramel. I'm literally almost finished with this and I really like it, so keep. This would also be a good candidate for my Pen That series if I decide to make it, so yeah. And next I have my e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Warm. I love to use this when I do cut creases, so I'm gonna keep. So next I have this Jacket Black liquid corrector, and I did get a good amount of use out of this. I don't know, I just don't remember. I haven't reached for this in such a long time, but I'm gonna keep it. And another 16-Hour Camo Concealer. This is in the shade Rich Cocoa. I did like to use this to like cream contour at one point, but I haven't used this in so long and I can declutter it now. And also another Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Tan Neutral. I also like this one, so I'm gonna keep it. Next I have this Revlon Candid concealer in the shade 065. I did not like this. I just did not like this whole line. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter this as well. Next, I have this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer. And honestly, this isn't my favorite, but it's not awful. So I would just like use this up and not repurchase it. So I'm going to keep it. And next, I have another 16-hour camo concealer in the shade Deep Chestnut. I'm not sure. I think this is a shade that I liked, so I'm going to keep this one. Back at it again with the hydrating camo concealer. This is in the shade Deep Chestnut, and I don't know, I don't know, I'm not going to use this. I know I could use this to color correct, but I'm not going to, so I'm just going to get rid of it. And next I have the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade 50. This was my favorite concealer like back in like 2015 or something. I don't even remember. I used to run through these, and I repurchased this just for like memories, and I've been trying to use it. It's really not that good though, but I already just bought it, so I'm just gonna keep it because yeah. And next I have my two Fenty concealers. I have the shades 420 and 350. 350 is too light for me, but I just mix a little bit of 420 in there and then I'm good. So I'm going to keep both of these. Next I have this It Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer. Good lord, that's a long name. I have had this for a while, but then I seen that it don't expire for 2 years, so it's still good. I just need to use this up before this year is over. And next I have my Too Faced Born This Way concealers. I'm keeping all of these because I do like that concealer. And the last concealer that I have is this Ulta Full Coverage Liquid Concealer in the shade Deep Cool. And I'm going to keep this. I actually like it. So let me go ahead and put all of my concealers back. Now this definitely looks much better than it did before. And these are all of the concealers that I'm going to declutter. So I think I did pretty good in this area. Okay, so next let's get into these primers. Child, I have so many primers. I feel like I do, I don't know. So first I have this Kypris Illuminating Eye Serum and Primer. I haven't even tried this yet, so I'm gonna keep it. And then I have this No Problem Prime Essence Concealer. And I think this is expired. I really can't tell. It says 20/22/02/21. Like, what the hell does that mean? I don't even know. But it says it's only good for a year, and I think I've had it for longer than that, so I'm going to declutter this. Next, I have this e.l.f. Daily Hydration Moisturizer. I like to put this on under my primer. That's why I keep it in here, but I'm going to keep this. So next, I have this Fenty Pro Filter Primer, and this is so old. I need to throw this out, so I'm definitely going to declutter this. And next I have this Professional Primer that I haven't even opened yet, so I'm going to keep it. And here we have this Perlice Watermelon, I think this is a moisturizer. I used to use this like before I put on my makeup, and it says that it's good for 18 months. Honestly, I'm not sure if this is expired or not, so I'm just going to go ahead and declutter it. Next I have this No Problem Primer, and this is actually my second one. I really like this formula, so I'm going to keep. And I have this No Problem Primer Eraser. I used this once, and that was recently, and it was okay. I think I'm going to keep it and like try it out a little bit, but I'm not too sure like what it is or what it's supposed to do, to be honest, but it feels nice, so I'm going to keep it. And then I have my e.l.f. Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer and my Dew Primer. I'm keeping both of these. And then I have the Dehydrate Intensive Hydration Serum. I used to have the full size of this, and it's so good. And Drunk Elephant actually sent me like a PR package like a while ago, and I had all of their stuff. And now that I'm finished, I'm like, I don't know if I want to repurchase $100 serums and stuff, but I'm gonna use the rest of this. And I find that this is actually a pretty good dupe for that, so I'm just gonna keep using that. I ain't got time. And that honestly looks so much better. I don't even think I got rid of that much stuff, but it looks so much better. And then I also have some backups back here. This is the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. This is honestly so dry. I'm definitely going to declutter this. And then I have the First Aid Beauty Hello Fab Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer, whatever. I haven't even opened this yet, so I'm just gonna keep that back there. I feel like I have so much junk back here. Like, what is this stuff? Yeah, so these are pretty much just primers that I haven't even opened yet. So just gonna keep those back there for now. I do have a couple more like moisturizing primers and stuff. So I have the Drunk Elephant Protini. Definitely keeping this. I have a backup of it and I love this, so definitely gonna keep that. I definitely want to pan that soon because I think it's gonna expire soon, so yeah. And then I have this Touch and Soul Glassy, I think this is a primer. It's a skin balm, I don't know, but I like this. Definitely keeping my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I have like 2 backups of these and I love that, so keeping. And then I have this Farsali, what is this? Rose Gold Elixir. I haven't even opened this yet, so I'm going to keep it so I can try it out. And that is it for primers and moisturizers. Oh, wait, no. This. So this is the Maybelline Baby Skin Pore Eraser. I got a lot of use out of this, but I think it's expired now, so I'm going to go ahead and declutter. And now let's move along to my powders. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to be getting rid of any of my pressed powders, but we can go through them and talk about them if you guys would like. So first up, I have my Rimmel Stay Matte, definitely keeping that. And then I have the translucent one, keeping that. And then I have the CoverGirl Clean Fresh powder and the Clean Matte powder, keeping both of those. I also have the Maybelline Dream Wonder powder. I don't remember if I like this one. I need to try it again, and if I don't like it, then I'll declutter it. And then I have 2 of the Makeup Revolution Bake and Blot powders. I really like those, so I'm going to keep them. So now let's get into my loose powders. These are actually not loose powders. These are blush and highlight compacts, but I just keep them here because they fit. But let's go through these powders. I even have powders way back there. I don't know if you guys can see. So first up, I have my e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder in medium, I think. I don't know. But I'm definitely keeping that. And then I have my Becca Hydra Mist Powder. I like it, so I'm going to keep it. Then I have a Smashbox Powder I'm going to keep. Fenty I'm going to keep. And then I have Laura Mercier, another mini Fenty. And then I have so many of these Maybelline ones. I'm telling you guys, when I used to get clients, I used to use everything Maybelline Fit Me, like everything. So I'm going to keep those for that, just in case. And then back here, I have this Ciate Extraordinary Translucent Powder. I'm never going to use this, so I'm just going to go ahead and pass this to somebody. I don't even think I've actually never even used this, but I'm going to go ahead and pass this to somebody that will actually use it, because I don't think I will. I'm just going to go ahead and put these back. So I obviously didn't do too well in the powder category. I just got rid of this, but let's see everything that I'm going to declutter. So this is everything that I'm getting rid of. I feel like I didn't do too bad, but I didn't do too good either. Like, I could have probably done a little better, but I don't know. I'm not into wasting products like that, and I really just hate to have to declutter this stuff, but if it's expired or if I'm not using it, if I don't like it, then it's just gonna have to go. And this is what my drawer is looking like now. I'm going to show you guys my full drawer since we decluttered pretty much everything. So I think this is actually my final declutter video. For now, I think I'm going to do this again like next year. But I really need to reorganize my vanity and like declutter like just stuff that's on my vanity. So maybe we can do that next, like a whole vanity declutter, because it's looking real cluttered on my vanity. Like, it's just, I don't know. I need to figure out a better organization method for my vanity. So if you guys would be interested in organizing my vanity with me, then comment down below and let me know, because I think that's going to be like my next organization type of video. But please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.